there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking the Tamar Braxton and Colonel Sanders drama. You guys know why you were here. That Tamar met on a reality show, you guys. This explains the latest drama. This explains the horrid vocals, you guys, at that concert the other day that went viral, where Tamar was butchering one of my favorite songs, and she was like, "Oh, do you feel it in your soul?" And I was like, "Ooh." I was like, I feel it in my soul, but not for the right reasons, you guys, because that sounded a hot mess. I felt karaoke even could have did the song better justice, but maybe all the stress was getting to her, and she felt it in her soul, and all that, right? So, nonetheless, Carlos King is catching a stray in this drag, in this saga, per usual, because he's always in the mess, and we're going to quickly talk about it, and we'll get to that in a second. So, quick recap, I did a previous video on Tamar. She was blasting her family when the season premiere came out for the show, and she was not happy with, I guess, how she was portrayed on the show, called her family toxic, unfollowed everybody, blocked everybody, whatever. Also aired out that this was her husband, that Colonel Sanders was her husband, you guys, for a few months or whatever, and that there was, some divorce. And then also threatened to unalive herself, right? So then I think the next day, I don't even think it took 24 hours, she reactivated everything back, everybody was followed back or whatever, and she's like, see, whenever I do stuff like this, that's when you pay attention to me, blah, 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 instead of listening to my music. Well, if you're gonna sound like, oh, do you feel it in your soul? Then we don't need to see you in concert, Tamar, because this is too much of your antics. But nonetheless, you guys, fast forward to recently, there was a birthday trip to Turks and Caicos, which I also think featured Nene Leakes and her dude. There was a big birthday dinner. There was footage Tamar had posted and old dude Colonel Sanders had posted at the club. Tamar was icing him out, was getting him all these gifts full of jewelry with rhinestones or diamonds or cubic zirconias. I don't know, but nonetheless, he was wearing it or whatever. And so fast forward to today, Tamar does a post and delete, you guys, courtesy of Gossip of the City, in which she is alleging that this, Colonel Sanders had left her for a 25-year-old woman and was wearing the chains that she got him. And apparently caught him red-handed at some hotel or whatever, or that he used her credit card to book a hotel. So Colonel Sanders gets on live. He does like a 6-minute live, you guys, to explain himself. He looks stressed and all the things and all of that, right? Perhaps maybe start taking some job applications to KFC, right? Nonetheless, he is trying to say that him and Tamar have been broken up for 6 months. They were trying to maintain a friendship as friends. However, that was not going to work. Alleges that essentially he had a death in the family, or somebody had a death. I don't know if it's a friend death in the family or his family or whoever, but nonetheless, there was a death. Flew or whatever out of town, I believe, to New Orleans, stayed at a Ritz-Carlton, apparently was going to extend its stay, booked through, I believe, booking.com, and booked the hotel through there. Claims he didn't realize the last 3 digits of the credit card is the same last 3 digits as Tamar's, and that they had a joint credit card. I don't know if I'm buying that, because even when I book my own travel, even if it's a card that's saved to my account, I still verify that it's my correct card, and you would still have to know, even if your card is saved on some of these, websites or whatever, you still have to re-put in your security code. So wouldn't you know that that wasn't your card, right? But anyways, so that happens, right? So I guess he met a friend or somebody else that was grieving and wanted to extend his stay a few days. So anytime you have to extend your stay at these hotels, obviously there's going to be an additional charge that is going to be put on your account, because normally what hotels do is they put a hold for incidentals, right? So they charge you whatever the cost of the room is going to be for X amount of days, but then they put an additional hold, and it varies depending on the hotel and the hotel chain, for specifically incidentals, right? And if you don't do anything like room service or destroy the room or anything like that, then all that money comes back to you upon checkout. Well, apparently, since Tamar's was the card that was used. She was the one that got the call asking if she wanted to extend her stay, and she's like, WTF, I am not at the Ritz-Carlton. Like, what's going on? Or Four Seasons, sorry. And they're like, we wanted to extend. So that's when she called Colonel Sanders. He explained to her that he was out of town for a funeral and tried to apologize to her. Basically said, listen, I'm going to rectify this. I'm already get this all sorted out and get a new card. And he got mad at her because she was hitting him up like, who's this girl? Who's this and that? And blah, 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 blah. And we're supposed to be friends. Has a problem with Tamar posting his kids. He said he doesn't mind if she still wants to have a relationship with them. He considers her son Logan his son too, and all of these things. He said, but as far as everything else, it's completely done. He's like, he is tired of all of the chaos, of all the drama. Drops Carlos King's name, says, I don't want to throw any names out there, but Carlos King. And it's just like, how are you always at the scene of the crime? How are you always at the scene of the crime, Carlos King, is what I want to know, you guys. So we're going to take a listen to it, because that's really the point of this video. We're going to take a listen to it, and then we're going to further react, you guys. So let's take a listen.
Of things which are just blatantly not true. I have never led Tamar Braxton on. I never will, nor will I. There are people, hate the name drop, but hey, Carlos King, you got me involved in this. You're part of the reason why we became friends. I've been very clear about my boundaries. I've been very clear about wanting to have a friendship, but not to the extent that, friends don't throw each other on their stories and call each other out on stuff. Like, look, if there was a mix-up with the card because of Booking.com, that's a quick fix. It's already taken care of. I've already contacted the Four Seasons, and they've already issued a refund, and they charged my card. It's that simple. Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became friends with on Instagram like maybe 3 days ago. It's just a reach, and I'm tired of having to stay quiet and not defend myself. Mental health is real, and I understand how sometimes anxiety can get the best of us, but you just don't go on social media and start attacking somebody you say that you love, that you care for as a friend, and then you post pictures of you and my daughters together, but then you're throwing their dad under the bus. It's not cool, man. And the unfortunate reality is I thought that I could be friends and try to maintain some type of friendship, but that relationship is done. And I didn't want to come out and, like 6 months ago and be like, hey, I'm single again, because then people are like, oh, you're sassy. But this is the reason why I did it last time, because of this assumption that I'm leading somebody on and that I'm cheating. I have never cheated in my life. Find a woman that will tell you I cheated on her. I'm not successful because I cheat. When I'm committed, I'm completely committed. Now, I'm not going to go there. There's a lot more I could talk about. I'm not going to do it, because this isn't about revenge. This is about saying, hey, wait a minute. This shouldn't have happened. Picking up the phone and talking calmly and saying, hey, Jay, I got charged in my card. You stayed at Four Seasons. Okay, cool. But then you had to find a random narrative to go with it. It's messed up, and the truth is now there's potential defamation behind it. I don't even know this person. Never met her in my life. Never even had a DM with her. Again, here I am defending myself because of all of these assumptions and all these internet bullies who don't have a clue, not one thing they don't know nothing about me.
Child, this is all a hot mess, but this is what happens, you guys, when you meet on reality TV and you don't know these people, and this has been nothing but a volatile relationship this entire time, you guys. So who's getting sued for defamation is who I want to know. Is it Carlos King? Is Carlos King getting sued for encouraging the madness of a friendship to continue with Tamar and Colonel Sanders, or being a part of this relationship, being the third wheel? I need details, you guys, on what actually Carlos King's role in this, that he is randomly catching strays. This is crazy, but here's my thing. It was the audacity of Tamar trying to involve Colonel Sanders in the family business, number one, and trying to involve him in the show and trying to hype him up as if he was the best thing since sliced bread and that his chicken at KFC was better than Popeyes and was better than Church's chicken and all these things. Like, it was delusional. It was absolutely delusional, you guys. But nonetheless, there is that. Please let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys think of Carlos King catching yet another stray again and some other drama, some other mess that is taking place? And it's like at some point you have to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I've got to do better. I've got to do better with myself because why am I in the mess, you guys? So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you guys believe? I think actually they both might be telling the truth. I think Tamar and old dude might be telling the truth. I think, I don't really know about the girl that he followed recently, but I do believe that he intentionally knew that he was going to pay with Tamar's credit card. Do believe that. Don't know about this girl, don't care. I do believe they've been over, and Tamar was maybe hoping that this trip was going to bring them back together, but perhaps maybe she has receipts that literally shows that he maybe is texting or calling her as well, and still trying to get something else, and still trying to get the benefits of whatever their relationship / marriage that they had, and now since she put him on blast again, now that's not going to happen. But we'll see. Because some men are attracted to this, right? Some men like this type of toxicity and are going to continue to come back for more and want to hide their role in the toxicity as well. But this is what you get, Tamar, for uplifting a Melanie McMahon who is broke and all of the things, who has countless times on a number of breakups have gotten involved with other black female reality stars, and you did nothing. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.